Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Shaina's Tutorial. Today we will study macroeconomics, its meaning, definition and features, and we will see one distinguish between micro and macroeconomics. In my last video I have discussed microeconomics in detail. Its link is provided in description box. You can watch that video of microeconomics, so it will help you to understand macroeconomics concept and distinguish between micro and macroeconomics easily. So let us start today with macroeconomics. Meaning of macroeconomics. The term macro is derived from the Greek word macros, which means large. So this particular term macro means large. Thus, macroeconomics is the branch of economics which analyzes the entire economy. So in macroeconomics, we analyze or study the entire economy. It deals with national income, means income of whole nation, total employment, total savings of nation, national output, output means production, general price level means prices of all the products and services in the country, and trade cycles means business cycles, business ups and downs, business recession and business booms, etc. Thus, macroeconomics is study of aggregates. Aggregates means study of whole economy. So, this is the meaning of macroeconomics. Macro means large and it studies the whole economy. Okay. Now we will see the definition of it. Definition of macroeconomics. Macroeconomics deals with the functioning of economy as a whole. This definition is given by Professor Carl Shapiro. So macroeconomics deals with functioning means working of the economy as a whole. This is very easy definition. So this much length is enough for 2 marks question. Meaning of macroeconomics can come in exam for 2 marks question. Meaning and definition. So after meaning and definition, let us see the features of macroeconomics. Following are the features of macroeconomics. Number 1, study of aggregates. Macroeconomics deals with the study of economy as a whole. It is concerned with the study of entire economy such as national income, national output, total employment, general price level, etc. So in macroeconomics, we study the whole economy. We study the whole economy and large concepts, big concepts like national income, income of entire country, national output, total employment, general price level of all the commodities, etc. So macroeconomics deals with aggregate study of whole economy. Second feature is lumping method. Lumping method is the study of whole economy rather than its parts. So lumping method means studying the whole economy rather than its small part. Macroeconomics uses lumping method for the purpose of its study. So in macroeconomics, lumping method is used. The approach of macroeconomics is aggregative in nature. Aggregative means it studies the whole economy. So it uses lumping method. Third feature is general equilibrium analysis. Macroeconomics deals with behavior of large aggregates and their functional relationship. So macroeconomics uses general equilibrium analysis. It studies the behavior of large aggregates and their relationship. General equilibrium deals with behavior of demand, supply and prices in the whole economy. So in macroeconomics, we deal with aggregate demand, aggregate supply, prices of all the commodities in the country and its general equilibrium. So macroeconomics deals with macroeconomics uses the general equilibrium analysis. Fourth feature is income theory. Macroeconomics is also known as income theory. Macroeconomics studies the concept of national income, its different elements, methods of measurement and social accounting. Hence it is called as income theory. So in macroeconomics, we study national income, its different components and how the national income is calculated or measured. Hence macroeconomics is also known as income theory. Fifth feature is policy oriented. According to Keynes, macroeconomics is policy oriented science. It suggests suitable economic policies to promote economic growth, generate employment, control of inflation and depressions, etc. So, macroeconomics is policy oriented science, means it is problem solving science. It gives solution to various economic problems like problem of unemployment, problem of low economic growth, problem of inflation. Inflation means rising prices, and depression. Depressions means recession in business. So all these types of economic problem can be solved with the help of policy, with the help of macroeconomics. Hence, according to Keynes, it is called as policy oriented science. And as we all know, in the year 1929 there was a Great Depression and USA was facing very bad situation. So Professor J.M. Keynes has used these macroeconomic policies to solve that problem of depression in those days. And with the help of these macroeconomic policies, 1929 Great Depression was tackled by Mr. Professor Keynes. So here we are finished with the features of macroeconomics. Features of macroeconomics is asked in exam for 3 or 4 marks question, and this much length means 5 points are enough for 3 to 4 marks answer. So let us have a short revision of it. Macroeconomics is nothing but the study of whole economy. It is study of aggregate, and 5 features we saw. First feature was study of aggregates, then macroeconomics uses lumping method, then macroeconomics uses general equilibrium analysis, then fourth feature was macroeconomics is also called as income theory, and the last feature is macroeconomics is policy oriented science. Okay, so I hope you have understood. Now we will see distinguish between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Distinguish between is asked in exam for 2 marks. Okay, so first point is meaning. Microeconomics studies with the economic behavior of individual units like individual consumer, individual firm, individual price, etc. So microeconomics studies individual economic units in detail, like individual consumer, study of individual firm, etc. Macroeconomics studies the economic behavior of large units or entire economy, such as national income, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, general price level, etc. So in macroeconomics we study the whole economy in detail, or we study the large economic concepts like national income, demand of entire country, aggregate demand, demand of supply of whole country, general price level means price of all the commodities in the country. So macroeconomics is aggregative in nature. Second point is methods used. Macroeconomics studies each unit in depth. Depth means detail, by using slicing method. So in macroeconomics, slicing method is used. Slicing method means to divide and then to study. And macroeconomics studies the economy as a whole by using lumping method. In macroeconomics, lumping method is used, means whole economy is studied. And third point is theory. Microeconomics is also known as price theory because theory of product pricing and theory of factor pricing falls within the scope of microeconomics. And macroeconomics is also known as income theory because we study national income and its element under macroeconomics. So this much length is enough for 2 marks answer. Then I hope you have understood this distinguish between an entire explanation. If you want more explanation of microeconomics, you can refer my last video. The link of it is provided to you in description box. I hope you have understood. In case if you have any doubt, you can write me in comment section. And if you like my video and explanation, please share it, like it. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.